Welcome to my channel Old Valuable Chiller, where today we are deep diving into fascinating the story of the 2002 one penny coin from the United Kingdom. This small coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it carries history, design, and numismatic interest that make it fascinating for collectors and anyone curious about British coinage. The 2002 penny is part of the UK's decimal currency system and continues to represent a piece of the country's heritage. The one penny coin was first introduced in 1971 with the decimalization of British currency, and by 2002 it had already become a well-established coin in everyday circulation. What makes the 2002 issue interesting is that it reflects not only the standard design and composition of the penny, but also the historical context of that year, a year that marked Queen Elizabeth II's Golden Jubilee. While the coin itself was not given a commemorative design for the Jubilee, the connection to such an important milestone in the reign of Queen Elizabeth II makes the 2002 penny part of a significant period in British history. Let's begin with the composition of the coin. The 2002 one penny is made of copper-plated steel. This was a change that came into effect in 1992, when the Royal Mint shifted away from using bronze to produce pennies. That means that the 2002 penny is magnetic, unlike the earlier bronze versions. It weighs 3.56 grams. Has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters, and is 1.65 millimeters thick. These precise details show the level of consistency and standardization the Royal Mint has always maintained in producing circulating currency. On the obverse, or the front side of the coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. This design was introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015. The portrait depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and it is surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2002. That inscription is an abbreviation of the Latin phrase Dei Gratia Regina Fide Defensa, which translates to by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription has been used on coins for centuries and links the modern coinage to deep traditions of monarchy and religion in the United Kingdom. Turning to the reverse of the coin, we find the famous portcullis design. This symbol, which features a portcullis with chains and a crown on top, has been associated with the Palace of Westminster and British governance for hundreds of years. It was designed by Christopher Ironside, and his work has remained an iconic part of British coinage since decimalization. The word one penny is inscribed above the portcullis, and the denomination one appears just below it. This design is not only visually appealing but also connects the coin to British tradition and parliamentary heritage. Although the 2002 one penny coin was minted in the hundreds of millions for circulation, collectors still find reasons to seek out high-quality examples. Coins in brilliant uncirculated or proof condition are much more desirable than those that have been used heavily in circulation. The Royal Mint also produced 2002 proof sets, which included a one penny coin struck to higher standards, with polished fields and sharp details that make them stand out. These proof coins, preserved in official presentation sets, are especially attractive to collectors who want flawless examples. Another aspect that makes the 2002 penny special is the possibility of error coins. While the Royal Mint is known for its quality, errors do occasionally slip through. A misstrike, an off-center design, or a blank planchet can transform an ordinary penny into a rare and valuable collectible. Collectors are always on the lookout for these anomalies, because even small minting mistakes can raise the value of a coin many times above its face value. Beyond its physical details, the 2002 penny has historical significance. That year marked the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, celebrating 50 years since she became Queen in 1952. The United Kingdom held many celebrations, ceremonies, and public events to honor the Queen's long reign. Although the one penny coin itself did not change its design, owning a penny from the Jubilee year connects collectors with that important moment in royal history. Many collectors enjoy building sets of coins from key milestone years in the monarchy, and the 2002 penny is one of those special pieces. When assessing the value of a 2002 penny, condition plays the most important role. Circulated examples usually only carry face value, but uncirculated and proof examples can be worth more, especially if they are part of a complete set. Coins with bright original luster, free from scratches or wear, are considered the most desirable. For long-term preservation, collectors often store their coins in protective holders, albums, or capsules to prevent damage from handling, moisture, and air exposure. Proper storage can make a big difference in maintaining the value of a coin over time. Even though the 2002 one penny may not be a rare coin in the traditional sense, it plays an important role in collections of British decimal coinage. For those who enjoy numismatics, it is not always about rarity or high monetary value, but also about the story a coin tells. The penny represents the British monarchy, the traditions of Parliament, the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint, and the everyday history of the people who used it in shops, markets, and daily life. Coins like the 2002 penny are also valuable teaching tools. They provide a way to explore history, art, politics, and economics all in a single object. Teachers, historians, and parents often use coins to explain the evolution of money and how even the smallest denominations can hold cultural meaning. The penny might be worth just 1/100th of a pound, but in terms of history and design, it carries far greater significance. So, whether you are a seasoned collector, someone who has just found a 2002 penny in your change, or a viewer simply curious about the history of coins, this coin offers a fascinating glimpse into British culture and heritage. The details of its design, its place in the decimal coinage system, and its connection to the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II all combine to make it an important piece of numismatic history. Next up today we are going to talk in great detail about the one penny coin from the United Kingdom dated 2011. This video is going to explore everything about the 2011 one penny coin, including its history, design, metal composition, mintage, value, collectability, and many other interesting details that every coin collector, numismatist, and coin enthusiast would like to know. So if you are interested in British coins, UK currency, and the specific details of the 2011 one penny coin, keep listening as I take you through a deep dive into this fascinating small denomination coin. The one penny coin in the United Kingdom is part of the decimal coinage system that was introduced in 1971. Before decimalisation, the UK used the old pounds, shillings, and pence system, which was more complicated. After decimalisation, the one penny coin became the smallest denomination of everyday circulating currency. By 2011, the one penny coin was already well established as a familiar and essential part of the currency system in the UK. The coin itself may seem small and ordinary, but to collectors, every year and every minting can hold special significance. The 2011 one penny coin is no exception. Now let's talk about the design. On the obverse of the 2011 one penny coin, you will find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait is the fourth official effigy of Her Majesty, created by Ian Rankbroadley. It was introduced in 1998 and continued to be used on UK coins, including the 2011 penny. This portrait is easily recognizable by the more realistic depiction of the Queen, with her crown and detailed features. Around the portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II DG Reg FID Def, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This obverse design is a key part of British coinage and symbolizes the monarchy, authority, and tradition. On the reverse of the 2011 one penny coin, you will see the modern design that was introduced in 2008. This design shows a section of the Royal Shield of Arms, which, when combined with other denominations from 1 penny up to 50 pence, completes the entire shield. Specifically, the 1 penny coin shows the lower left section of the shield, which includes the chains of the Royal Badge of Wales. This was a fresh and modern approach to UK coinage design, connecting all the coins together like pieces of a puzzle. The word 1 penny is inscribed above, and the denomination is clear and simple. This new shield design replaced the earlier reverse that had shown the crown portcullis, a famous symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster. Collectors often note the difference between the older and newer reverses, and the 2011 penny firmly belongs to the modern shield series. Moving on to the metal composition. The 2011 1 penny coin is made of copper-plated steel. Earlier pennies from 1971 until 1992 were made of bronze, but starting in September 1992, the Royal Mint changed the composition to copper-plated steel due to rising metal costs. This makes the 2011 1 penny coin magnetic, unlike the older bronze versions. The weight of the coin is 3.56 grams. Its diameter is 20.3 millimeters, and its thickness is 1.65 millimeters. The coin has a smooth edge without milling, which is typical for this denomination. When it comes to mintage, the The 2011 one-penny coin had a relatively high number produced by the Royal Mint for circulation. Millions of these coins were struck, meaning they are quite common in everyday change. However, even common coins can have value to collectors if they are in uncirculated or brilliant condition, or if they come in special mint sets. The Royal Mint also issued proof and brilliant uncirculated sets for collectors in 2011, which include pristine examples of the one-penny coin. In terms of value, the 2011 one-penny coin is usually worth face value when found in circulation. However, if you have an uncirculated version, approved version, or a coin in excellent condition, collectors may pay a premium for it. Typically, circulated coins are only worth 1 penny, but uncirculated coins can be worth anywhere from a few pence up to a couple of pounds depending on their condition. Special proof coins or those graded by professional services can fetch higher prices, especially if they are in top mint state grades. Collectors are also interested in error coins. While the 2011 one-penny coin is generally well struck, error coins do exist. These might include misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or plating errors. Such coins can be rare and valuable, often selling for much more than face value. If you have a 2011 penny that looks unusual, it may be worth having it checked for possible minting errors. The one-penny coin, while small, holds cultural significance as well. For many people in the UK, pennies are part of everyday life, whether tossed into a wishing well, given as change, or collected in jars at home. Even though some people argue that the penny should be phased out due to its low purchasing power, it still remains in circulation and is an important piece of currency. The 2011 one-penny coin is a snapshot of this moment in time, connecting tradition with modern design. For coin collectors, the 2011 penny may not be the rarest or most valuable coin, but it is an essential part of a complete decimal coin collection. Many collectors aim to gather one-penny coins from every year, and the 2011 issue is an important part of that timeline. Having one in brilliant uncirculated condition or as part of a Royal Mint set can make it a nice addition to any collection. Another interesting point is that the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the 2011 penny would later be replaced in 2015 by the fifth definitive portrait created by Jody Clark. This means the 2011 penny represents one of the later years of the fourth portrait series. For those interested in the history of royal effigies on coins, this makes the 2011 penny notable as part of the transitional period leading up to the new portrait. So when you look at a 2011 one-penny coin from the United Kingdom, you are holding more than just a small copper-plated steel piece of currency. You are holding a piece of British history, connected to the monarchy, the Royal Mint, and the evolving design of UK coinage. It represents tradition, change, and everyday life. Whether you are a collector searching for pristine examples, an enthusiast studying the designs, or simply someone curious about coins in your pocket, the 2011 one-penny coin is worth learning about. Next up today we are going to talk in great detail about the 2 pence coin 2011 from the United Kingdom. This British 2p coin is part of the modern decimal coinage that was introduced in 1971, and it has become a familiar piece of currency in everyday circulation across the UK. The 2011 2 pence coin is small, copper-plated steel, and has both historical and numismatic significance. In this video we will explore the design, the history, the composition, the specifications, the mintage, its place in coin collecting, and why collectors around the world are always searching for specific years like 2011 2 pence coins from the United Kingdom. The obverse of the 2 pence coin 2011 features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. This portrait was first introduced in 1998 and remained on UK coinage until 2015, making the 2011 2p coin part of that long period of consistent design. Around the portrait you can see the legend Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2011, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription has appeared on British coins for centuries and adds both tradition and historical continuity. The reverse of the 2 pence coin 2011 shows a section of the Royal Shield of Arms, designed by Matthew Dent. When placed together with other denominations like the 1p, 5p, 10p, 20p, and 50p, the coins form the complete royal shield, which makes the 2011 2p coin part of this innovative and modern coin design introduced in 2008. Before 2008, the reverse of the 2p coin had the badge of the Prince of Wales, with the plume of ostrich feathers, so the 2011 version is different and represents a new era in British coinage. The 2p coin 2011 is made of copper-plated steel. Earlier coins from 1971 until 1992 were made of bronze, but due to the rising cost of copper, the Royal Mint changed the composition to copper-plated steel in 1992. The weight of the coin is 7.12 grams, the diameter is 25.9 millimeters, and it has a plain edge. These specifications are important because collectors often check the authenticity of coins by their weight, size, and metallic content. A genuine 2011 2p coin from the United Kingdom will always match these standard specifications. When talking about the mintage, the 2011 2p coin was struck in very large numbers for circulation. Millions were produced by the Royal Mint, making it a common date for circulation. However, coin collectors still search for high-grade examples, uncirculated coins, and proof issues that may have been included in annual coin sets or commemorative collections. Proof versions of the 2011 2p coin were struck to a very high standard with a mirror finish, and those coins are much scarcer than the regular circulation strikes. For collectors, the value of a 2011 2p coin usually depends on its condition. In circulated condition, the coin generally holds face value, which is just 2p. But in uncirculated or proof condition, the value can be higher, especially when the coin is graded by a professional service. Coin collectors often look for errors as well. Sometimes 2p coins have misstrikes, off-center strikes, or die errors. If a 2011 2p coin has such an error, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. The 2011 2p coin also holds interest as part of the broader series of UK decimal coins. Many collectors like to assemble year sets, where they collect every coin issued in a particular year. Having the 2011 2p coin is essential for anyone building a full 2011 United Kingdom decimal coin set. Additionally, world coin collectors often collect one coin from every country in every year, which makes the 2011 British 2p coin appealing internationally as well. Another point of interest is the cultural and historical significance. Coins like the 2011 2p serve as everyday reminders of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who was one of the longest reigning monarchs in British history. People often keep coins from important years in their lives, birth years, anniversaries, or historical events. For example, someone born in 2011 might treasure a 2p coin from that year as a keepsake. The Royal Mint in the United Kingdom, which produces these coins, is one of the oldest mints in the world, with a history stretching back over 1,100 years. Every coin they produce, including the 2p coin 2011, is part of that long heritage. For collectors, knowing that their coin was produced by such a historic mint adds extra meaning. If we talk about circulation, the 2p coin remains a vital part of the UK currency system. Despite discussions in recent years about the future of small denominations like the 1p and 2p, these coins are still in active use, and the 2011 issue continues to circulate widely across the country. Many people may not notice the year on their coins, but for collectors, spotting a 2011 date can be an exciting discovery. In terms of design appreciation, the Matthew Dent Shield design is highly regarded. The idea of splitting the royal shield across multiple coins was creative and modern, and the 2011 2p coin represents part of that larger picture. When placed next to the 1p, 5p, 10p, 20p, and 50p from the same year, the shield forms a complete image, which is a clever way of uniting the UK coinage system under a shared design. Collectors also consider condition grading. Terms like fine, very fine, extremely fine, and uncirculated are used to describe how much wear a coin has. A 2011 2p coin in fine condition may show plenty of circulation marks, while an uncirculated coin will have sharp details and no wear. Proof coins, struck with polished dies, are the highest quality examples, and these are usually only available in collector sets. Another aspect of numismatics is checking for magnetic properties. Because the 2011 2p coin is copper-plated steel, it is magnetic. This is an easy way for collectors to distinguish between pre-1992 bronze coins and post-1992 copper-plated steel coins. A simple magnet test can reveal the difference instantly. From an investment point of view, common circulation 2011 2p coins are not rare, so their monetary value remains low. However, coin collecting is not only about value, but also about history, culture, and personal connection. Owning a coin like the 2011 Two Pence is about having a piece of British heritage in your collection. So whether you are a beginner collector just starting out, or an experienced numismatist building a complete UK decimal coin collection, the Two Pence coin 2011 is a must-have. It represents modern British design, the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, and the wake of the Royal Mint. If you have a 2011 Two Pence coin in your pocket, take a closer look. Check the obverse portrait, study the shield design on the reverse, weigh the coin, and test its magnetic properties. Every detail tells a story about how coins are made and why they matter. For some people, it may just be small change, but for collectors and historians, the 2011 Two Pence coin from the United Kingdom is an object of study, appreciation, and value. Now we will explore in today's video. We are going to talk about the Two Pence coin from the United Kingdom, minted in the year 2014. The British Two Pence coin is one of the most widely collected coins, and it carries a lot of historical value, cultural significance, and numismatic interest. If you are a collector, an investor, or someone who loves learning about British coins, this 2014 Two Pence coin is definitely worth your attention. The Two Pence coin, often referred to as the 2p coin, is part of the decimal coinage system of the United Kingdom. Decimalization happened in 1971, and since then, the Two Pence coin has been a key denomination in everyday use. The 2014 Two Pence coin continues that long tradition, featuring iconic designs that reflect British heritage. On the obverse side, you will see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015. That makes the 2014 Two Pence coin one of the later coins to use this version of the Queen's portrait. It shows a detailed and dignified image of Her Majesty, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, with the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side of the 2014 Two Pence coin, you will see the famous badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Below the feathers, you find the motto ICHDN, which is German for I serve. This design has been used on the Two Pence coin since decimalization in 1971, and it is one of the most recognized reverse designs in the decimal coinage system. It represents tradition, royal heritage, and a strong connection to British history. The 2014 Two Pence coin is made from copper-plated steel. In earlier years, Two Pence coins were made from bronze, but starting in 1992, the Royal Mint switched to copper-plated steel due to rising costs of bronze. The 2014 issue continues this standard, which means the coin has a bright copper color when new, but over time, it can darken due to circulation. This composition makes the coin magnetic, which is something many collectors and enthusiasts like to test when studying their coins. In terms of size, the 2014 Two Pence coin weighs 7.12 grams, with a diameter of 25.9 millimeters and a thickness of about 2.03 millimeters. It has a plain edge with no lettering, which is consistent with the standard design of the 2p coin. These measurements have remained unchanged since decimalization, making it easy for collectors to identify and catalog coins from different years. Now, let's talk about mintage and rarity. The Two Pence coin from 2014 was struck in large numbers by the Royal Mint for circulation. While it is not considered a rare coin in general circulation, uncirculated examples and brilliant uncirculated coins in sets are of greater interest to collectors. Coins that have been preserved in mint condition, free from scratches, stains, and wear, always hold higher value in the numismatic market. If you own a 2014 Two Pence coin in uncirculated condition, it's definitely worth keeping as part of your collection. For coin collectors, the 2014 Two Pence coin has both historical and sentimental value. It represents a piece of British history under Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. Many collectors aim to build complete year sets, and having the 2014 issue ensures your collection remains complete. Some collectors also enjoy comparing the 2014 issue to earlier years, noting changes in minting quality, luster, and details in the portrait or the reverse design. While the face value of the coin is just 2 pence, its collectible value can be higher depending on condition. For circulated examples, the value remains close to face value, but brilliant uncirculated examples or proof strikes from 2014 annual sets can command higher prices. Collectors also appreciate coins that have been graded and certified, as they provide assurance of authenticity and quality. The Royal Mint's craftsmanship ensures that even regular circulation coins, like the 2014 2p piece, showcase fine detail, durability, and a strong reflection of British identity. When examining your coin, look closely at the details in the Queen's portrait, the feathers in the Prince of Wales badge, and the clarity of the lettering around the coin. These small details can make a big difference in grading and overall appeal. As with many British coins, the 2014 2p coin is often included in discussions of coinage history, collecting trends, and the future of cash in the United Kingdom. While digital payments are becoming more popular, coins like the 2p continue to be part of everyday life, and they hold lasting importance for collectors. The 2014 2p is a tangible reminder of British culture, tradition, and the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, which spanned over 7 decades. If you are starting a collection, the 2p coin is a great place to begin. It is affordable, accessible, and packed with historical meaning. The 2014 coin is especially significant because it was minted just 1 year before the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II changed in 2015, making it one of the final coins to carry the Ian Rank Broadley effigy. That adds a special milestone element for collectors who value portrait transitions in British coinage. In conclusion, the 2014 United Kingdom 2p coin may seem like a small denomination, but it holds great importance for collectors and historians. From its obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II to its reverse badge of the Prince of Wales, from its copper-plated steel composition to its circulation roll, this coin is a beautiful example of British numismatic heritage. Whether you keep it as part of a year set, a type collection, or simply as a memento of British currency, it is a coin worth preserving,